you know the difference between boundaries and walls, and when to draw walls and when to draw boundaries. Well, boundaries are drawn around people with whom you gotta coexist, and you have to coexist, and you love to coexist, because you and I can't live without people we love. So we have to understand that not every single person needs to be discarded. You can't push away people from your life, or you can't stay away from people just because they are messing up in one or two areas. But again, this does not mean that if they're messing up in one or two areas, you do not communicate to them, or you do not solve that matter because it is bothering you, and because it is bothering you, you're hurting them in response, because it is piling up resentment in your heart. So the best thing to do in this case is learning how can you draw boundaries in that particular area. And I'm going to give you an example in this video, that let's say you have a partner and he is really good to you in many matters of your life. It could be finances, it could be showing love or affection or care. But maybe when he goes out, he stares at other women, and maybe it's that this is what he's habitual of doing. So in this case, how could you draw the boundary? Well, the simplest way that comes to my mind is that you communicate. First of all, you got to communicate in a very gentle way that, look, I know you love me. I understand that you do a lot for me and you don't mean to hurt me at all. And you don't have any bad intentions. You got to respect the intentions of the person as well. So once you have said that, now communicate your concern that even though you love me a lot, I know that you don't mean to hurt me, but I feel hurt, or I feel neglected, or I feel compared with other women when you're looking at them in my presence, or whenever we are going out together. So that is how you communicate, but maybe he complies or maybe he does not. So next time you go out with him and he's doing the same thing. So now it is again frustrating you. You have to communicate again. And if he's not understanding even the second time, then it's time to draw the boundary in a way that you're going to stop your availability in that area where you are creating the boundary, or where he is constantly violating the boundary. So let's say you can say to him that I would love to go out with you, but just because that's what you do, I just don't want to go out with you. So this is the ethical way of drawing boundaries, where you stop your availability without forcing someone to act in a certain way, and then give them space, give them time to process that boundary, and to recognize that your presence is important to them. And in order to earn your presence, they gotta invest in you some things that you need. They gotta respect your needs and boundaries. So that is how you distance yourself for a while, and then allow them to invest in you so that they can earn that place back into your life.